Welcome to another episode, everyone. As you all know by now, nephew Spoety Face, shout out to Spoety Face, had his page taken down just yesterday. It's been hot on the internet. People are pointing fingers as to who had his page taken down. Others are saying his page will be back in a few days, etc. YouTube can be tricky sometimes with these strikes. Now, according to @Hefe, I'm getting information from someone who's in jail. He said he had went to Spoety Page's page and found out that Spoety Face's page had been mass reported for harassment and bullying. And so he got 3 strikes in one day. Spoety Face was already saying a little while ago that he had received a strike from Jaleese and and others, but that in fact he had said it back on Fear yesterday. He had received a strike from Jaleese and whomever else, but he was able to take care of it. He was able to get the strike off. And with YouTube, you cannot get 3 strikes in 90 days. You can't get 3 strikes in 90 days. You can get 3 strikes. You can get 50 strikes. You just can't get 3 within a 90-day period. You certainly can't get 3 in one day. So you can get, again, they give you a strike, let's say today, and you get a strike, say you get 1 strike every 90 days. That's fine. Every 91 days. For the whole time you're on YouTube, that's adding up to 50 strikes. You just can't get 3 within a 90-day period. Now, individuals have gotten 3 strikes in one day before, or 3 strikes from one video, because people mass report the video. People are upset about the video or whatever. And even though YouTube may take the video down, they'll still give you multiple strikes for one video. But normally when that happens, you're able to appeal and get that off, which is why people are saying that Spoety Face's page will probably be back within a few days, a week or so. And Hefe was explaining how he had lost his page before, excuse me, and he ended up getting a page back. Not long after, he had to fight, do some appeals and all of that. Of course, there's a lot of speculation as to what went on with Spoety Face's page. Spoety Face was beginning to climb the ladder. He was booming. His page began to take off. His channel was taking off, particularly after he had left No Jumper and made that video about leaving No Jumper. That video essentially went viral. In our genre, it would be considered going viral. And Spoety Face had 11,000 subscribers or so. And he asked his viewers to get him up to 15,000 subscribers, which they did. Then he asked for 20, and they literally did that overnight. Got him to 20,000 overnight. And at last count, he was like at 27,000. This is all in a week and a half. He went from 11,000 subscribers to 27,000. That's a big deal. That's a lot of subscribers. 16,000 in a week and a half. So he was getting a lot of views as well. He was viral, basically. He had been going viral more than he was when he was on No Jumper, more than he had ever been on his page. Once he left No Jumper and asked the people to get him over the hump, I'm not on No Jumper no more, so I'm gonna need y'all to support me over here and cover me. And the people responded in droves and said, man, we got you. As I said, subscribe to his channel by the thousands overnight and turned him up. So he was on his way, it seems, to very big things. And hopefully, I believe still is, but this is absolutely a setback. And I don't want to point the finger at anyone. I don't know what happened. I can speculate like everyone else, but that's all it's going to be, is speculation, because the truth is, we're just not sure. I'm going to see if I can talk to Spoety Face myself today, speak with him on the phone and see what he says, because at the end of the day, YouTube will send you an email and let you know why they are giving you a strike, who reported you, what video it was that they had a problem with, the section of the video that they had a problem with, everything. They're going to let you know. So Spoety Face at least knows who reported him or who reported his page. But that doesn't always work out either, because individuals will have individuals with fake pages report, or you just gather your family up real quick and say, everybody call into YouTube and report this dude. 5 people. That's mass reported. And the thing though is that it really works both ways. Everyone on YouTube, nearly everyone, certainly everyone in this genre, has videos that can get their channel taken down on their channel. Perhaps multiple videos, but certainly they have 1, 2 videos. I know videos on every channel that can get the channel taken down easily for bullying, harassment, what have you. But no one is about to call YouTube on these individuals. You're not supposed to do that. If you're an individual that's about anything, has any standing, any moral compass, you're not supposed to be calling YouTube. Chances are, if you'll call YouTube, you'll call the police. So you're not supposed to be calling. If you have a problem with someone, you handle it however you handle it. You go back and forth on the internet or whatever. But calling, because this is people's livelihood, essentially, Spoety Face just lost his job. Like, for real, he has another job, as he alluded to on his channel recently. Nevertheless, this is his job. And this is many people's jobs. And he has a family to feed and a family to support. And these individuals are already supposed to be rich and having money. Why you worried about, anything a small YouTuber is saying? But at the end of the day, a lot of these individuals, they don't have thick skin. They're very sensitive. And when you come at them about something, even if it's true, they're going to want to silence you. If they know they're not going to want to do anything to you for real, and anything physical, they don't want it to go there for whatever reason, then they're going to try to silence you another way. But it's very hypocritical in my estimation, because again, a lot of these individuals they make videos. I mean, Spoety Face's deceased mother was talked about as well. So individuals say anything, about you and your family or whatever, and the minute that you respond, they call in YouTube. Spoety Face perhaps was responding to individuals and all that, yes, but individuals were attacking him as well, saying all sorts of stuff about him. And he has a right to defend himself or to respond. And when he does, someone calls YouTube on him. Excuse me, I don't know who did. So again, I don't necessarily want to speculate. I see that I had seen that Compton Rick Rock had made a video. I'm about to go look at it right now and see what he had to say, because of course a lot of people are blaming him and saying that he did it, blaming the other dude. And it, of course, would be a big coincidence or a bit ironic that as soon as he has the incident with Rick Rock, and he pulled up over there, to the nutties and all that, next day, whatever, 2 days later, his page is taken down. That still doesn't point the finger at anyone in particular, because who knows exactly who had a problem with him or who did what. It's just hard to say. People become envious. It's like some of these individuals have been here on YouTube for a long time. 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 10 years, 15 years. JD DeLay been here for over 15 years. Mac Mula been here 15 years. Some of these individuals been here a long time. And Spoety Face comes out of nowhere. At first, he was just doing small numbers. He had 6,000 subscribers, and he went up a little bit slowly, like over the months. It took him some months to get to 9,000 subscribers and all that. Like, he was getting 2,000 views, 3,000 views on his videos, 4,000, 5,000, what happened. And then left no jumper, as I said, as we know, and it just he blew up. Went from 3,000 views to 100,000, literally. 50,000 and 60,000 pretty much every video over this last week and a half or so. He's had a great week where he's went viral and he's been blowing. And some individuals are sitting back looking at that, of course, and saying, what is this? I've been here for 10 years, 8 years, 9 years, 6 years. And my channel not booming like this. I'm not getting this many views. I'm not getting this many views. As long as I've been, where my people at? And how's Spoety Face blowing up like this? They get upset, and when you give them any reason, they shut you down. They feel like they're getting you out of the way, getting some of the competition out of the way or whatever. Now, again, I simply don't know what happened here. I don't. I'm about to go see what Captain Rick Rock says. I believe he's saying he didn't have anything to do with it. Captain Rick Rock is saying that he didn't have anything to do with it. But Spoety Face knows, as I said, because YouTube is going to let you know who reported your page for the most part. And the fact that he received 3 strikes in one day, essentially for the same video, is nasty work. And these are individuals who probably didn't know that was going to happen, just trying to get him a strike on his page, but then they did. But again, he has action. There are ways to retrieve your page, no matter what YouTube takes it for. Actually, there are ways to get it back. And if Spoety Face wanted to be vindictive, angry, or what have you, bitter, he can get people's pages taken too. He really could. It's really easy. It's really simple. Just like it was just easy for him to get taken. Because other individuals make the same sort of content. That's why you got to be careful, getting at someone like that, because you have dirt on your hands as well. There's different ways to handle it. But I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. Perhaps everyone just needs to take a breath, calm down here on this internet in the black community, in this sort of genre, in this culture, these little fake beefs and going back at one another here on the internet. People are not playing fair. Some people are taking it to heart, clearly, and they want it shut down. They want the slander shut down, even if they're slandering you as well. That doesn't matter. Just, you say something about them, then they have this monumental problem with it. So we'll see what happens. Perhaps, again, we all just need to calm down. There's so much going on in the world. There are other things that we can talk about for sure, and that will help the community, instead of black men on here going at one another, old men like myself, 52 years old, looking like a fool, like I'm 12 years old or 22 years old, beefing back and forth with someone on the internet. And then again, as we can see, these individuals are not playing fair. You say something about them, they calling the police on you, the YouTube police anyway. So I know Spoety Face, he has to be upset because he's been working hard to get to where he's at. He got there quickly, but this stuff is not easy. Necessarily. It is, but it's not getting up every day doing your content. You got to be committed. You have to be willing to work hard and what have you, especially if you're talking about, being consistent on here. And that's what he had been doing. So it wasn't easy necessarily for him to start building to get to where he was going. At first, he was struggling a little bit until he went viral. So it wasn't easy. He worked to get to where he was at, is what I'm saying. And I don't believe that anyone has the right to come and take his hard work away from him, take everything he's been building away from him because of some internet spat. Keep it right here between you individuals right here on the internet. Why are you involving these other people in it and telling on them? I don't get it. And he has a family to feed and everything else as well. And you just basically just took his job. You're playing with people's money, you're playing with people's life and their livelihood. He just sits around now and says, okay, I have nothing to lose. You took my channel. This is what I was doing every day. This is what's keeping my mind going. Now I'm just sitting around. And idle mind is a devil workshop. Now I'm just sitting around. I can't do nothing but think about this individual that's playing with me and playing with my life. You know what I'm saying? And just took my channel thinking it's a game. This is how I'm feeding myself and feeding my family. And I just don't think that it's that serious. That's my personal opinion. As I said, I'm going to see if I can personally speak with Spoety Face today. I'm sure I can. I'll call him later on. And I'm going to ask him what happened as far as he's concerned, who reported him or whatever, and then I'll come back and let you know what he has to say, I guess. But it's no big thing. It's no big beef. I mean, I'm not trying to start anything, right? I got to be careful what I say on here at this point, at any point. But shout out to Spoety Face. Be strong, bro. And hopefully you do get your page back and get it back soon. Don't have to start all over and start a new page and start from scratch, start with 0 subscribers and start all over when you've been working hard to get to where you're at. Some individuals are speculating it's because he had went to Back on Fig yesterday and said something about individual who has a problem with the individuals there on Back on Fig may have reported him, and that's what I'm saying. It's just a lot of speculation all we can do is surmise at this juncture. We don't know what happened and why. We can, again, it would be certainly ironic that he pulled up over there and did all that, because that video that he made when he put up to the nutties or whatever, I guarantee that that's the video. But I could be wrong, because he's made other videos, 3 fingers and transmission and whoa. But then when he made that video, that's when it all came crashing down. So where he pulled up over there to the nutties. So it could be that they seen that video as harassment, like you calling someone out for a fight. We're not going to let you use our platform to pull up to someone's hood and call them out for a fight. Like you're bullying them, you're harassing them, like you're threatening them to come and fight you or whatever. Or who knows, because other individuals are saying that when he got into the situation with Jay Hood there on No Jumper, that he had a thing. Multiple people saying this, they insinuating this in their videos, like he went to his car and got a thing and all this stuff. Like he has a weapon on YouTube or going to get a weapon on you. People been saying all this sort of stuff, man. All this stuff. And then they call in on you. YouTube look at all this stuff. They tell them which videos you're talking like this or what you said and how it's threatening or violent or what have you, if you're walking around with a pistola. And again, all of these individuals have stuff that they can be taken down for, because that's what many people say. Well, this dude said this and this dude said that. Man, how you gonna take down this page? We see all kind of violence on YouTube, or we see all this people saying this, and y'all didn't do nothing to him. That's because no one reported it. YouTube is not. They get 22 million videos a day that are uploaded on YouTube, like 22 million a day loaded on YouTube. They're not catching all this stuff. They're not catching any. They're not catching most of it. Someone has to call and point them in that direction. Someone has to report it. It's too many videos. 22 million. They can't catch everything. 22 million. It's impossible. So these individuals are getting away with some of the stuff they're doing, the content they're doing, and the things that they're saying, because no one is reporting them. Because that's not what you're supposed to do. No one's calling and saying, man, he's talking about my mama. No one's reporting them. So YouTube doesn't know that they have all these videos on their channel, harassing and bullying people and threatening people and all this stuff and pulling up on people. So I don't know. Perhaps it was that video, but again, so much other stuff has been said about him the last few days since the little fake fight at No Jumper. Again, that he had this thing and all this. Perhaps people implying this and insinuating this in their videos, outright saying it. Could have been it could have been a number of things. I'm not going to know. I don't even want to speculate until I speak with Spoety Face. See what he says about the situation. So I don't know. There you go. There you have it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Shout out to nephew Spoety Face again, man. Be strong, because as I said, this can't be easy. I know I'll be upset. I'll be hot. I'll be sick. I'll be mad. I've been trying to work. I've been working hard. We go back and forth a little bit. I didn't bully you. I didn't harass you. You coming at me too. We went back and forth. That means it was both of us. Report yourself too then. While you report me, report yourself for the stuff you said about me. Like, what are we doing? So I don't know, man. I know he worked hard. I know he's been working hard. This can't be easy. He left No Jumper, went out on his own, and now this. So he's not at No Jumper anymore. Don't have his own podcast anymore, at least for right now. I guess he can go and do interviews, because like they still have his interviews up, like that he's been doing, like the one he did Back on Fig yesterday. It's just his page is taken down. I guess he can still be on YouTube, like if he go do an interview somewhere or what have you. So we'll see what happens. Again, Aunt Hefe had said that he had lost his page totally. He said he had got 1 strike, and then he got 2 strikes, setting him down for 14 days. And then he said he woke up the next morning after he got the second strike, and his whole page was gone. He said his page was gone. And he said he had got someone, I believe he said he may have paid someone, but I know he had got someone to look into it and do some work on it. Like, nah, man, he gave you a strike for this and it took your page. Nah, he wasn't supposed to do this and that, and got in there real quick, and got his page right back, basically. In 2 days or 3 days or something, got his page back. That's why Jefe has been back. He said that happened in December and January of this year, December of last year. I remember he had strikes and he was on a timeout and all that when I caught my strike in January as well. And I was out for a week. So he got his page back, and I believe he said that he has already hooked Spoety Face up with that same individual that had retrieved his page for him. So he was saying Spoety Face should be back in a few days. This dude know what he's doing. He's going to do the same thing for Spoety Face that he did for me. Spoety Face should be back because they shouldn't even took his page down. But obviously it was mass reported, according to what Jefe said. Again, I haven't spoken with Spoety Face myself as of yet. But according to him, his page was mass reported. So an individual said, call in. You call. You send YouTube an email. You send and say this dude is harassing and bullying and this and that. So now you got 10 people calling saying the same thing. YouTube don't want to be sued or whatever. They want to keep their platform clean. So yeah, they're gonna take the video. Then you got 10 people calling saying the same thing, sort of thing. It's a dirty game. But again, that can happen to absolutely any channel, basically, for that matter. Then, if Spoety Face wants to sit around and plot, I promise you, he can get other people's page taken down too, just like that. Just like his just got taken down, theirs can be taken down. Nobody's any different. Nobody. I don't care if you got 20 million subscribers. You're no different. Your stuff can be taken down too, just like that. Just like his was, just like that. That's how it works. But I'm sure he's not sitting around plotting and planning and thinking about that. He's just figuring out how he's going to get back on here himself, perhaps change up a few things or whatever, now understanding that the game is dirty. These individuals are not going to play fair. That's the bottom line. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, man. I hate to see something like this. I hate to see it myself because I know how much work goes into this. I know how hard he's been working. He was just getting somewhere. He was just blowing up. Who knows how far he was about to go. He probably was about to have 100,000 subscribers, like for real, like in the next month or so. I mean, his stuff was going up. He was about to get up there just like he had all that momentum. And it was crazy. It happened overnight. Other people recognized that as well, clearly. Needed any reason, any excuse to shut him down, but it's really just jealousy and envy. They're really upset that he's blowing up like that, and they've been here for however long, still maybe getting some type of views, but they ain't doing the numbers he's doing all of a sudden overnight. You saying, oh man, what is this? When you have these soft feminine tendencies anyway, then you act like a female and call in. That's how I go, bro. These dudes, they not playing fair. So everyone has to be careful with these sort of situations right here on the internet now. It's tense. There's a lot of acrimony on here. Everyone, again, needs to just step back, take a deep breath. Let's try to get Spoety Face back. Let's try to get him back on here. Let's see what we can all do to get him back on here. Something that can be done for sure. And perhaps change up a few things when we do come back, not out of fear or any of that. It's just people are not playing fair. And it's going to lead to something else much more, sinister. It's not that serious. It's just the internet. People just trying to make their content and make their money. But when you start playing with that, then it's turning into something else. So I don't know. I feel for the brother, man. I feel bad for him. I feel bad for nephew. I'm going to speak with him. Anything I can do for him, I'm barely hanging on to it. I'm hanging on by a thread myself. These dudes been hating on me forever too. Who knows? They probably coming for me soon as well. I mean, this is how it goes. These dudes playing games. Somebody, they want people out of the way. Shit, I ain't gonna be the only one out of the way. No, I'm not going for it. Everybody going down. I'm gonna wake up in the morning, all these pages gonna be gone. Playing with me. I'm sorry. Hell no. Fuck that. I've been working too hard. Play with me, all your shit gone. I know how to do it. It's easy. I just ain't it. It's just, I don't play them kind of games. Don't play with me. Well, who knows what Spoety Face is back there behind the scenes doing? I'm sure he's not just taking this line down. But again, I know he's upset. Right now, as we speak, he's upset. He's pacing the room. He's upset. Like, man, he want to get on here and do his content. Been working hard to get up to where he's at. Wake up and your whole life is just gone. Not your livelihood, just what you're doing every day. It's just gone. Just because someone else is upset about something you said, even though they may have said something to you. What is this? Man, that's the reason? No, hell no. So I don't know, man. It's a bad situation. We'll see what happens with Spoety, man. Just have to be careful out here. It's a shame that this happened like this. Hopefully, again, he can get it back and get back going soon. Ridiculous. Stay safe and stay free, people.